Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, your favorite place to wise up on crypto. In this quick little episode, we're going to take you back to the beginning. Pardon me, not that beginning, the beginning of Bitcoin. That's for another video. The beginning of Bitcoin. So let's go to the beginning of Bitcoin and get an understanding of what it means to have strong hands or weak hands. Bitcoin is no different than any other market. Wise token, similar. It's important to understand how young markets move when massive amounts of investment come in. They're thin markets. When I say young, I mean thin. Pardon me. So you can see here back in September 2010, we're going back to the beginning of Bitcoin, so to speak. It has a value, in its beginning of 6 cents, goes up 20 cents, 30 cents. Eventually, it goes up to close to $1, 95 cents. And then it has this parabolic move going up, boom, 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 $8, all the way up to $29.58 on June 9th, right? Now, like it happens in cryptocurrency, most of the people who come and buy Bitcoin, they find out about it here. This is when it gets the news. This is when you find out, oh my God, what's going on in the price? Oh my God, what's happening? It's in this time frame where people often will find out. And this is when you start buying up. They call it FOMO, fear of missing out. Boom, 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 boom. It's not the people who are buying it up down here. So you have the people buying it up down here, boom, boom, boom. And then it hits a point where the profit taking happens, the correction happens, the pullback happens, whatever you like to call it. The natural phenomenon, just like a sapling eventually grows up and bears fruit and then falls down and becomes the soil again. Here you have the market comes up and then it corrects and it sells and it sells. Now, back in 2011, when nobody was talking about Bitcoin, except people say, oh, it's only for underground, blah, 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 blah. People didn't know what they were talking about. So here you go. And it comes all the way back down to $2.40, all the way. If you're in Bitcoin, you've sold out, you've dumped, and you've watched it come up, this little dead cat bounce, come up 7 and then fall back down. And you're thinking it's over with, it's dead. No, most people aren't going to sit there and hold on to it for 2 years. Look at that. For 2 years, you think that you're going to sit there and hold something that deflated and maintained this flat for. You really think that's going to happen? You think you're going to do that? Most likely. Most people, think about what happened in 2017. A lot of people, that's when they first found out about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. It went up to $20,000. They bought it at 15. They bought it at 12. They bought it at 10,000. They bought it at 15, 16, 18, 20,000. And then eventually it corrected all the way back down to 4,000 briefly and started its growth again. So Bitcoin has historically had these cryptocurrency, these thin young markets have historically had 80%, 90% corrections, just massive pumps. And then again, you don't get growth like this in any other market. You take that same 10-year time frame, and where else are you going to go from pennies to something that's worth close to $40,000 today? So while it does have these major corrections, the market it's a natural, healthy sign of a market to have these phases where it pumps and grows and then it corrects and there's profit taking. So just to have an idea, the beauty of Wise token and staking, why would you want to stake for 2 years? Why would you want to stake for 3 years? Well, oftentimes that's how long it takes for a market phase to truly reach its next level. So nobody knows where we're at in the bull market that started last spring in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin again. Could it go for another few months, another year? Sure, it could. Could it be at the end close to and then go into another pullback for months or a year or years? It could. We don't know. So when you stake it, you lock it up and you earn interest and you're guaranteeing that I'm not going to let my emotions and my ignorance of the market sway me. There's a portion that I'm going to lock up for a year. There's a portion I'm going to lock up for 2 years. There's a portion I'm going to lock up for 3 years. Because if you think you know markets, you don't. And if you don't know markets, well, then you're right, you don't. It's, a lot of people, hindsight 2020, armchair quarterback, say, oh, I would have held, if I would have had Bitcoin back then. No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have. And after that January 13th dump, you would have come back in again and it would have corrected and you would have sold off again. Let's look at what happened. 2017, boom, it comes up again, and it hit that magical peak at 20,000. Was it $20,080 or something like that? Somewhere in here. You get the point. After that, everyone was talking that it was over. Cryptocurrency was dead. It was a fad. You remember that? Many of you remember if you were around back in that pump. And so here we go again. And so here we go. And Bitcoin again now is moving up to $40,000, and the crypto market is going up with it. So bring us back to Wise Token. And here at the top, I'm going to add the teal paper up here as well to have at the very top. But here we go to the Wise Token ETH chart, the growth chart. And why I am so ecstatic, if you can't tell my voice, just ecstatic. I'm very ecstatic, thrilled about Wise Token and its performance. Really, like I said, this is the amount of people that have come in and staked over the time and built value into this project is why we're seeing such massive success. This, if you don't know what you're looking at, is massive success. This is absolutely massive success. If you want to look at a Wise chart, you should compare it to other cryptocurrency charts. You should compare it to other financial charts. I don't know what expectations anybody would ever have of an investment or of a project or whatever word you want to call. But if you're looking at a technical chart and you're looking at growth in a time frame, and you come from something that is literally less than a month old, and its initial start, you have to remember that the initial start here at 19 cents is 20% over value. So this pump up to 25 cents at a 16-cent launch, 16 cents per Wise token was the par value based upon all of the Ethereum that was reserved, based upon all the tokens that were minted. Mathematics, you can see it. That's where it was. Boom, plopped right onto Uniswap. If you wanted to dump it, you could dump it. If you wanted to sell out, and many people could have. Many people made money at 16 cents. You could have dumped it and sold out right then. Instead, there was a wall of Wise money waiting to see this thing hit the massive owners liquidity pool hit, see the transition from liquidity phase pre-distribution to the actual locked liquidity ownerless, to see that actually work. And it did. And as soon as it did, boom, the premium hit 20%, went up to 25 cents, actually almost doubled. And then it came down and it settled at 20% over par. A wall, just stay there solid. No up and down, just solid. Boom. As stakes were being made, as people were locking up and values being built, and the word was spreading, boom, the growth. People can't ignore this on Uniswap, and it won't be ignored because it's not going in. The liquidity's there and it's locked. And then you see the growth. And then you see the growth. Now, in my old mind of seeing things and having, hopes, sure, but expectations, try to keep them as realistic as I can. And I thought, you know what, if this thing were to correct down to 31 cents, if this thing were to correct to 30 cents, 32 cents, and start growing from there, that's remarkable. To talk about something to 2x right out the gate, 200% return in a week or two, and then boom, you're growing from there. That's huge. Many cryptos, by the way, dump below their par because the VCs, the early investors, or the developers, the founders that padded their pockets with pre-mined coins, they dump on people and the price goes way below what people put in. Then they're just sitting there hoping that value gets built in over time. No. The value's there, the value grows, the value builds. And here we are, and you have people spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt over how much is being sold or what the trade-off is with ETH and Wise today at the current rate. It's like we're sitting on top of a mountain of success, and a retracement back a few feet, it makes no difference at this point. At this point, you'd recognize that Wise token, and not to you people who obviously you come here, we all come in at different times. But really, if it retraces to 40 cents, or if it comes down here, it's still a solid play. And yet we've hit this huge wall of support at the 300 to 400% range, 400% range. So I mean, that's massive success, massive success. Whatever expectations have, or many people have, or they're just unrealistic, and you don't want to see something just go up, 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 straight, 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 straight. Because the higher they go, the more they fall. This solid correction and this wall of support at 3 to 4%, that's a win. That's a solid win. If you're in the WISE community, you're ear to ear grinning right now, because you're looking back at where you are starting at under a month and a couple weeks in. What a beautiful place to be. So this is just a brief historical look at, we don't do technical analysis, we don't do price. Is this going to be worth 60 cents or $6 or $60 in a month or a year? I don't know. I don't know where the whole crypto market's going to be. But if you want to understand about WISE token and what it is and about cryptocurrency in general, to have a better feeling of the value, then check out wisebeyondbitcoin.com, because we've got it broken down, simple and easy to understand for your experienced WISE investors, for your baby boomers and older generations. We have it broken down. We've got beautiful WISE economics articles for you to catch yourself up real quick, understand about what WISE is and how it compares to other cryptos and how other cryptos don't compare. Learn how you can earn and maximize your Ethereum, your cryptocurrency. This is real DeFi. So one thing to know about this is not crypto light. You're not entering into Coinbase, Binance, or some centralized exchange that keeps the keys and allows you to dibble and dabble and dip your toes. This is high dive. You are swan diving. You're skinny dipping. You're jumping full in your birthday suit, and you're saying, "Caress me, water. Let me feel you, because it's all good. I've got faith that you're here to heal me and treat me right." And it is. Jump in the beautiful DeFi waters. WISE token is a cut above the rest. We don't know where the value will be. We don't know what people will value. But what we do know is that WISE token, you can start at 3 steps, boom, boom, boom. You can stake it right here, boom. And what we do know, and you can also earn passive returns. That's right. Let's say you have I don't have a lot, but I recognize the beauty of this project. If you understand the beauty of this project and you don't have a lot, you can earn passive returns. That's right. You can earn passive income, whatever that is. You can earn passive returns from WISE by just helping teach and share the knowledge and grow the community. So wisebeyondbitcoin.com, learn all about it. And of course, you can earn passive returns if you are a member of the WISE community. Add to that stack and understand what makes this ethical, equitable foundation so unique among other cryptos. Thank you for this time. Hope you enjoyed this little historical look and why, as I look at these charts and look at what's going on in cryptocurrency right now in general, I am not dismayed or upset over the performance of WISE at all. So I hope this helped you look at it from a different perspective. Feel free to drop a comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and help this knowledge and information perspective get around to the community. Until the next video, have a beautiful day. Namaste.
Thank you for your time and interest in our labor of love. We share our work to plant seeds of abundance and prosperity for a more harmonious way. This is not financial advice, and we encourage you to do your own research. We are not paid or sponsored, and we do not seek your money or investment. To show us love and pay it forward, just use our referral link in the description or at wisebeyondbitcoin.com for claiming your 10% bonus crypto. And remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you disagree with our views, feel free to share with someone you find disagreeable.